you are splintering off and you are compartmentalizing all of these different pieces of yourself. And then you wonder why the fuck you're burning out. The why doesn't matter. Like to trade being contrived for congruence, to trade being compartmentalized to being courageously yourself. So grounded and solid in who you are designed to be, and not who the world tells you you need to be. If you are ready to burn bright instead of burning out, to lead without losing yourself, and to enjoy the life you have worked so hard to create, then keep listening. I'm your host, America's leader on rewiring perfectionism, CLG, and this is Perfectionism Rewired, the podcast. Welcome to Perfectionism Rewired. This episode about compartmentalization, what that looks like in a professional and a personal sense, and the solution to be the whole of who you are. For about 20 years in my role as a PR professional, cutthroat CLG, senior vice president, and head of public relations and publicity for Awesomeness and Studio 71, working with Gloria Steinem and The Rock and Pantone and Adobe and HP, especially being a bubbly and vivacious female. I was told that I needed to match who I was to the client in front of me or the adult in front of me. They said, you know, those girls that their boyfriend likes a motorcycle, so they like motorcycles and they wear a leather jacket. They said, CLG, that's who you need to be. And I know, and you know, how exhausting it is to not be the whole of who you are. When you are cutthroat and killer at your job, you turn your humanity off. I know I did. Icebox where my heart used to be and have no feelings because of the despicable things that I needed to cover up. Like Olivia Pope, that was me. And then you want to be around your kids, be like a present parent for them. And you do want to be a really good role model for the tiny humans in your life. And you also want to have loving partnerships and romance. You want to be vulnerable in like a sexy way. You want to be authentic and personable with your employees, with your peers. And when you think about that, you are splintering off and you are compartmentalizing all of these different pieces of yourself. And then you wonder why the fuck you're burning out. And it's because like congruence, which is another way of saying alignment can feel like you're being controlled. Like there's your mind's ideal. And if you're not measuring up to these invisible expectations, then you're not aligned. So for now, I'm going to lean more towards congruence and meeting yourself where you're at. Your energy is no longer splintered or fractured, because when it is splintered and fractured, you experience friction and you slow down. And for all of us that do this, one, it's not your fault. This was a safety mechanism when you were younger. Like I know for me, I was the good girl and I did everything I needed to do. If there are parts of you where, let's say, if you had a parent where they were very emotional, and so you weren't allowed to have emotions because your job was to make sure that everyone else was happy around you. The purpose isn't to figure out why. If you want to like buy a beach house for a therapist, go and do that. But it really doesn't matter. The why doesn't matter. All that matters is that you recognize it and where you want to go from here. And that you are so grounded and solid in who you are designed to be, not who the world tells you you need to be, or to sort of like contort yourself to what you imagine the most desirable version of yourself is to the audience that you are in front of. When you're no longer compartmentalized, not only are you going to have a lot more energy, you're going to be a lot more magnetic, you're actually going to have a sex drive. It's the difference between having power over other people and empowering people. Like when you are all yourself, it is such a permission slip. It's such a permission slip because you don't need to worry about a scandal getting out. Like you don't do shady shit. You don't do shady shit because you are congruent with yourself. You're not doing anything that you're going to be like, quote, like shame doesn't live here. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, whatever. Like, yeah, maybe you have some moments you're not proud of, but like, like when I accidentally sharted my Stella McCartney pants at like a press conference, like, yeah, not going to put that on my homepage, but I'm not mortified to talk about that because I think I was like trying keto or something. And like, I thought it was going to be air and it was liquid. Okay. Stuff like that happens. And see that right there, what I just shared with you, Look at anyone that you find super effing cool in your life. Like for me, Jonathan Van Ness, RuPaul, Dolly Parton, all of these people. The reason why we cherish them is for their sharding their pants story. Like what I just told you. Maybe that'll be the title of this episode. But like that. And the thing is, we all have that, and it doesn't need to be contrived. Like what I'm inviting you into is to trade being contrived for congruence, to trade being compartmentalized to being courageously yourself. Because no one can fuck with you when you're just yourself. There's nothing to be defensive about because you don't need to defend against anything because you are no longer at war with yourself. And if you are a leader that is listening to this, like, okay, CLG, you're speaking my language. Like when you are in front of a board of investors, like you're not able to fully be yourself. You know that you have splintered off certain things of yourself. And you know that this is you if you are having adrenal issues, if you are having sleep issues, if you are having any sort of autoimmune. If right now it's Sunday night, if Sunday nights for you are miserable Monday Eve, that's because you're compartmentalizing yourself. Compartmentalization is for cowards. You are not a coward. You are brave as fuck. And anything that tells you anything different, let's work that shit out.
If you are interested in that, you can apply to work with me by going to CourtneyLoveGavin.com/contact.
Listen up. Taking charge of your perfectionism is so much easier than you have been led to believe. Whether you want to stop playing out worst case scenarios in your head or be joyfully present, ambitious again, you don't need more rigid rules, guesswork, or hard work in perfectionism recovery. You need a framework that helps you understand and, most importantly, rewire your perfectionistic habits from the inside out. It starts inside of Perfectionism Optimized. Besides the obvious mental health and wellness benefits, rewiring your perfectionism is the fastest way to figure out what's really underneath your perfectionistic patterns. This radically different, proven, proprietary approach helps you succeed by dropping the contempt and judgment that blocks change. Discover how to trust yourself, take control of your world, and feel truly empowered to own your perfectionism instead of being owned by it. Head on over to CourtneyLoveGavin.com and start your transformation today.